This is the junction of the line off to Woking. You see it goes over a small bridge. And now we're arriving in Weybridge soon. The route round here is rather interesting, although I'll skip past it because part of it's just trees. And there's the main line. It is a diesel train on its way to Exeter or Bristol. And we are now going under something which I think is a footpath. Maybe an access road. And this is the main line. The bridge, the main line goes under that route is newer. So we're now arriving in Weybridge. Oh, there's a train over there. Weybridge is a rather interesting station. Those trains at the other side better not be every half an hour. This train's only literally just arrived. And this is Weybridge. It's quite an interesting station. Over here you have the footbridge and an old lift shaft. You can see that's an unusually shaped motor room hatch. And it looks like these lifts wouldn't have originally used electric motors, they'd have used some other sort of powering system. They have an unusually shaped motor room access hatch. And let's go over to the other side. And the windows here are very high. And it wasn't originally like this, it seems, because these screws make it appear that they were boarded up. And even though at the upper level we're still below ground level, so there's a ramp which goes up actually quite a long way to ground level. Stupid lift to replace old lift. And this looks like there used to be windows and they got boarded up. This is the platform, that's the other lift shaft. And the train is in 15 minutes. Now it looks bigger on the camera for some reason, but approaching the station, this 4-car Voslo Motors Class 455, which is, you're not allowed to cycle on station platforms. 455 728 I can see, or 723. It's got Merseyrail carriage. Is the train with the Merseyrail TSO. And so, well the 4557, I think, basically it has DTSO, MSO, TSO, DTSO, and the TSOs that aren't driving units are Merseyrail for some reason. I think what it was originally Class 455s had 3 coaches, and the Merseyrail trains had 4, and so they gave some carriages, so Merseyrail would have 3 coaches and Class 455s would have 4. And it looks really tiny. The weird thing is it looks really tiny for some reason. It is 80 meters long, and this is the lift, and at the top there's this funny motorroom access. Lots of engravings in these bricks for some reason. Water detected in lift pit. Pump switch and valve.
Doors opening.
This is a boring Stannah. Boring late 90s, early 2000s Stannah. And it's a hydraulic. It's a holeless hydraulic, very boring. Although there is that, with the way there's just a cupboard under the stairs, and this motor room, and this platform, it's like a thing there that kind of, it's a thing there that it's too small to be a toilet, and so I think it's a motor room, and because the way this lift shaft is arranged, they've got like an annex on the lower floor. It appears that it was originally a hydraulic. What is wrong with the middle tracks? He was repeatedly pushing the button. It's the thing with stupid generic Stannah lifts, they're really low quality. It appears that because of the lift shaft arrangement, this would have originally been a hydraulic. The weird hatch at the top wasn't actually a motor room access. It might have just been a cleaning access. But the thing is, why would they put it in? I mean, I guess they wouldn't want, it would allow birds to go in and roost on top of their lift, which they wouldn't want. And this indicator says footbridge, but especially up close it looks all scrambly because 2 of the characters, basically this is a 4-character Dewhurst dot matrix display, and 2 of the characters are broken, only 2 of them work. So close up it looks all scrambly. My camera's frame rate sort of factorizing with the frame rate of this thing. Oh, it's moving. It makes it look like it's... The camera's frame rates are factorizing with the frame rate of the thing, so it makes it look better on the camera, but it looks all scrambly close. This is something I've never seen before. It says... It says, lift returning to upper level. What this lift does is it automatically recalls to the lowest floor. But the thing is, that says this it's on a special recall mode, but because Stannah logic makes the lift automatically recall to the lowest floor every now and then. The logic that Stannah use, and it says lift returning to upper level. It tells you when it's the recall phase, I haven't seen before. But the strange thing is, it actually goes to the lower level, so that's not correct. This is my train to Woking, which is a Class 455 with its original motors. motor units have a different suspension to the trailer units, and the motor unit suspension isn't really as good as the trailer unit suspension. And you'll notice that when it stops supplying power to the motor, for some reason it goes pop.